Yes, welcome back to the second part. We are with Usman JASSEY, a farmer and all that titles. Usman, you're doing really great, and you tell us what are the projects you are in, that you think you are in it because you are here to solve the problem of this country. Just recently, we've seen that most of the people who develop our government softwares and government projects, as far as tech is concerned, the ID cards, and then the GRA tax system, the social security softwares, and all the governmental departmental softwares are always outsourced for its development, as if like young people like you here cannot do. So these things that are outsourced, and you are on your own project, you think Gambians cannot do?
Gambian can do far greater than that. Though actually, like, we still have, as I was saying, people who really follow the system, and also like that inferior mindset is still within us, for both our government official and also us as citizens, us as African. We still think that we are inferior to anyone with a white skin. So I guess that one also still now dragging us back. You see a particular software, you say, oh, come on, like this one, maybe Gine Nyoko Ligay. Understand? Or maybe see a particular aircraft that passes, or rocket, you think that like, because reason why I cannot do it, because I'm a black skin. And like, it's nothing like that. I think like we don't use the maximum capability of our brain. We are always think that like education only stop at university, education only stop when you have a master's, education only stop when you have a doctorate degree, education only stop with a professor degree in a particular area. So I guess like the problem will still persist. As I was saying, based on my research and what I later realized about mathematics is starting from calculus up to numerical analysis, trigonometry, everything. You can see that like if you look at the core structure of those courses, everything they are solving different variables. So what those variables mean in real life? What x mean? What y mean? What tau mean? What lambda mean? What chi mean?
So it means all those things are problems.
They are problems. That's why we are solving them with people.
And then they're using them like kind of a code sort of.
X is exactly. X is
why is a problem? So you as a mathematician engineer, you are focused on solving why. I mean, you are looking at a problem in society to fix.
Exactly. This is the reality. That's what we call mathematical modeling. Now, right now, if they say y, x square is equal to this and that, solve for y, you are just solving. Now, right now, if you want to like create something, or if you want to solve a problem in real life, any problem you pick. Let's say I want to solve a problem related to agriculture. What is the problem? The problem is irrigation system. That one is your x. Are you getting this? Now, since that one is your x, and you cannot build any analytical equation for that, of course, you have to research and get data for that to be able to program a particular thing that can substitute you. So these variables, actually we have, the theory background is very important, but the theory will not be meaningful if you cannot use it to solve the problems that we are facing every day. So I guess for my own way of thinking of mathematics, it only not stop in pen and paper. Mathematics is beyond everything. Reason why you can see that, like as I said, reason why Iran can able to launch a rocket from Iran to Israel with maybe just 50 meters error. That's maths. Nobody is driving that rocket. You are not even mad to be entered there, because that one is a bomb. Yeah. But immediately they run, it's a self-manned vehicle. Nobody is driving it. And everything based on signals, and based on modeling, based on simulation.
And the Iranian revolution is just 1979.
Imagine that.
And we are older than them as far as government establishment is concerned.
This it.
And now we are outsourcing somebody to print for us ID cards.
Imagine we are in that.
We are outsourcing somebody to build a software for a tax system.
All our tech thing stop on software, Gambia.
That's the underlying.
That's the list of tech. Tech is beyond that. Just look at other countries. How many things are we outsourcing? And I'm not telling you like Gambians can do more than that. If this, what they implant in our brain, if we can able to decolonize that, we can go beyond it because we see other countries are doing it. Iranians are doing it. Indians are doing it. And those countries, they were just like us.
South Korea.
Chinese are doing it. In fact, I'm not saying Chinese are doing Chinese, they are beyond. And like their revolution only started with President Mao.
Yeah, that's 1940.
Chairman Mao, exactly. That's not long. So what do we do? They have two brains? Do they have two heads? Everybody is proving the West wrong. That system you give, and if anybody who is using their system is always backward.
So you get that? Anybody that is using the Western system is going backward. If you look at all these countries that break away from the Western system, you see them, they are always either, come catch up with them, or they're almost at par with them.
Exactly. That's the reality. The system is not correct. We have to change it, and we also have to design things that suit us as African. For me, that's what I believe. Until then, come on, we will not move an inch. Because what we believe is have your degree, go to office and work.
So you mean if you were given the GRA tax system, you would build it?
Of course. There's no system we cannot build. I have my colleague there, Abdul Cisse, whom I have the same mindset with him. He is also a very wonderful guy. He managed to learn electronic, like automotive engineering in less than 1 year.
Huh?
And right now, any mechanic who is hearing me, if you hear about the name Abdul Cisse, everybody know him in the country. He is smart in diagnosing cars. And he used to tell me, if I want to be pilot within less than 1 year, I will be one. And he's not arrogant, but he understands the way how to get education, how to learn. We have to teach people to know how to learn.
So it's like Abdul is saying, within 1 year, I can give me any problem and I'll fix it within 1 year.
Within 1 year, any problem you give him within 1 year with the right resources, he will solve it.
So that is to tell us now, if you take a child from grade 1 to 12 good years, a child, and then you didn't do just that. You added 4 years in university. You didn't stop there. You added another 2 years of masters. You didn't do that. You added another 1 year of PhD degree. Imagine how many years? Almost 20 good years.
Still now holding your certificate, moving from one door to the other to look for a job. That's the problem. If you are not given a job, you cannot survive by your own.
No, because you don't have skills.
That's the reality. And take one guy learning carpentry.
20
less than 5 years. No, 20 years, that one will be great. That one will be, come on. 20 years in carpentry, you will never see it. Less than 6 years, 7 years, that guy can able to move by his own. And in fact, we so-called people who are calling them educated, we look down upon those people. And they are the real people who are what? Come on. They are doing real stuff. Look at these people welding. How many doors? Look at carpenters. All our roofs, all our beds, all our sofas. They create those things. What do we offer people as a degree holder? Apart from corruption,
talking,
different, how to say, policies.
Good English.
Exactly. They laugh at me and say, boy, your English is not good. I laugh. I say that no. One thing I know, the number of years it took me to learn English, it took you the same number of years to learn math. I give you quadratic equation, you will not solve it. Why didn't they laugh at you?
And they take it as normal.
It's normal.
But for you, when you break it, it's not normal.
Simple quadratic equation, if I give it to you, you're not able to solve it. And since grade 1, you are learning maths.
Yeah.
Up to senior school. In fact, university, you do what we call basic maths. And so many university students, if you give them basic quadratic equation, they cannot solve it. But if I break one
grammar,
they will start laughing at you. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why people cannot understand education. Because we are learning stuff in someone's language. Tell me any country that is learning anything in other people's language, which goes forward.
Because if you look at
pick anyone.
If it is Japan,
all of them their own language. Yeah. Iran, Persia, all of them like India, their own language. China, their own language.
North Korea.
It's only Africa where having good grammar is considered as educated guy. We use it as a yardstick.
I think that is the greatest deception we have been made. to believe that you have to put in a necktie and then speak good English that will make you a professor.
That's it. And I follow a lot of people because normally, like I can say that YouTube and Google, they are my best teacher. I follow a lot of Indians, professors. Like if they are teaching you, if you see the way they are breaking the grammar.
Yes.
But nobody cares.
Yeah.
All what you care about is the information they are passing through.
Let the people understand.
Let the people
That's what
understand.
communication is about. People understand what he's saying. Yeah. So now, what are the projects you are in?
Yeah. As I said, like back in 2021 was my first project, and that project was a smart door. The smart door, in fact, I think it around. I saw it in tropics. When I saw that, I came and tell Abdul that like right now I know what I can able to do with my electronic skill and my C++ skill. Then I ventured into a project where I can able to make a smart door or a door, my own door, to able to click a button from my phone to open it. That was my first project, and it became successful though. When I was done with that, I posted in the media. People were saying, "Wow, this," but that's where it stops. I didn't have any support or whatsoever the case.
You know, this is the problem. Like this is part of the system of this country. So I think that is imposed in these countries. You see a young one who is really doing something remarkable, and there's no support absolutely anywhere except lip service. Ooh, great, keep it up. But of course, if I am to keep things up, I'll need people behind me to push me up.
That's
but
the reality.
If I say keep it up, I can do things that according to my limited resources, but it will not be as great as it would have been if you and I and everybody supported this cause.
Exactly.
Imagine if Elon Musk was not supported by companies to put their money in his talents. You think he will have this X?
Never.
You don't have all these companies X.
Never.
Albert Einstein, the same thing. They were not supported by this thing, then we will not have the atomic bomb today.
Exactly.
But as you see somebody doing wonderful, the only thing we say, oh, that was good, great. Full stop.
That's it, yeah. That's the reality. We lived in, and I guess but that does not stop me because I know that what I believe is be my own government. That's my mindset. I don't sit and complain. I always prepare myself and ask myself, okay, everybody is saying that the president is bad. Everybody is saying that the government is bad. But government is made up of people. Government is not individual. What will be my role if I should be in their position? What benefits should I give you if I'm supposed to be in that position? How can I able to change the country if the same places where they are and making errors? How can I able to mend that? But I'm given a chance. So I'm always preparing myself that if days come that I happen to be in their position, I will not be as that. I will not be like them. I will do something different.
Always prepare.
Exactly. But I'm not sitting and complaining. When chances come, then you mess it up like that. So that's why either I'm supported with the resources, without resources, I'll go and endeavor, self-fund different projects. In fact, all my projects we self-funded and create different things. And those projects we created, nothing is lost because from one project I normally have an idea of another project. That's how I know that even stone is not something like bragging, but I can say that even stone, if you can give it to me, I will give it a brain.
You can give a brain to listen to it again, huh? You say he can take a stone and give it a brain and the stone will sink.
That's the reality because look at just bare metals, just bare mechanic metals of robots. They can think people are right now, they cannot differentiate them whether they're human beings or not. And they are just bare metals and plastics. Come on.
When you talk to them, they
respond. In fact, they ask you what's your name. They mimic human beings just come on. And in fact, me from robots, I look at robots' behaviors to know what human being actually is.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Robots taught me what the behaviors, what human beings, what behaviors human beings normally act. What does that mean? What is the things behind the scene? Actually, I know lot of things are behind the scene. Only God knows. But you can able to relate. And understanding yourself, understanding how human behaves, understand how we think, you can able to give brain to any dumb object. Of course, yeah, with understanding how to code, understanding how to relate with sensors, understanding how to do feedback loops and other stuff, those things. But understanding these concepts, you can able to create a model or create something that can able to think and do certain tasks. In fact, might not be complex as human being, because that one is beyond our level, but they can able to take certain tasks and solve it and do it without you interfering. That's what brought us into the smart farm.
So you have a smart door from smart door to smart farm. Tell us about smart farm.
Exactly. Yeah, so the smart farm thing, my brother bought some cameras and I was tasked to install them. Okay. When I installed this camera, in fact, I didn't know anything how to install cameras, but you know, I did research. Few days I was into it.
So it's like what I heard is like, whenever you are given a problem to solve, you don't ask,
no,
I cannot do it.
No, I don't say I cannot do it.
You just say, okay, how can I do it?
If the problem was it, I'll venture into it. Even if it's going to take me 10 years, I'll do it. Yeah, that's how I do my stuff.
So then the camera came and
yeah. So when I installed the cameras and able to make my brother to control the camera from Germany.
From Germany, he has to control the camera?
Yeah, I have to control. In fact, my brother is seeing everybody in our compound. From JASSEY, yeah.
Whoever doesn't know, okay, but you left the house right now.
Yeah, exactly. He knows everything. He can able to rotate them. In fact, it's not about video, because video are used to that. I normally just have video call with them with either WhatsApp or Skype before.
And you build that?
Yeah, I'm not the one who built the camera.
No, I mean the software for him to be able to.
No, it's not the software. The camera come with a application app. Okay. I download the app and put the IP address of the camera. Then ask him to download the same application. Then I send him the detail and able to communicate with the camera. So
difficult?
Yeah, initially it was difficult, but you know, anytime you know something, like it is no more. It's something normal. Because that's how it is. But tasks, they are only difficult if you don't know them.
That's right.
Yeah, even creating rocket is very difficult because we don't know it. Okay. But immediately you have to figure out it. Only human beings are doing it, not malaikas, not genius. Yeah. So that's how I ask myself, okay, I'm here at home. My brother is able to rotate the cameras, but everything is remote. How is it possible? That's how everything clicks. Then I start researching about wireless communication. And that research is not only about the camera, but I know a lot of stuff with that research. And just coming from one hurricane, I don't understand, one misunderstand, like I don't understand how this works, how it works. Start researching about that. It broadened everything. Learn so many stuff about wireless communication. Everything. Take me up to a point where I know exactly how these videos, how you can able to like send pixel data to come with the same copy. Pictures. Able to send you a picture, the same copy in your phone. And no cable in between. And anyone in between will not sense the transfer. Because if I want to give you the book today, anyone in between will see the book moving.
And if it is the phone, nobody sees it.
Exactly. But if I send picture, nobody will see it in between. So those are the problems we have to think. And I'm telling you, everybody see this kind of stuff. But where do we stop? Go to Abidjanale. Yeah. And saying to Abidjanale, you are making yourself inferior. Yeah. Because you are saying that, okay, only Guinea can do. Me as just mere human being, I cannot able to do it.
Yeah. So meaning you need to get to a certain level.
Exactly, certain level of thinking. And not that. They are just human beings, they do research. And in fact, before then, education was in such a way that if you don't go to the Western world, you will not able to.
You don't get it.
Yeah. But right now it's normal that everything is with your phone. Google, you can learn anything. So many books are free. So many videos are free. In fact, like the $10 it was you to buy a course and learn it. Come on, you normally spend it in your birthday and other stuff.
Yeah. Shoes and clothes.
You can able to use it to learn. So that's how I relate, and learning about wireless, that's how I'm able to relate and say that, okay, if that's happen, then I can able to control my farm elsewhere.
That's why the smart farm.
The smart farm came. Being at home and be a farmer. If my brother can see me, if my brother can able to rotate his camera, then I can able to control my irrigation system in the farm. Start researching about it, asking people, is there anything like that? People start laughing at me. They thought that I was crazy. How can you be at home and controlling your farm? I said, well, okay, don't worry. We will figure it out. It took me 2 years
To do that.
to do that here. Start learning about sensors, start learning about microcontrollers, start about learning about like controls, start learning about IoT, start learning about dashboards, everything. Because like it's two end. You have where the system is and your phone. There must be a communication in between it. And that one, understanding how the cloud works, will only help you to do that. Learning about how the cloud works, how you can able to communicate through the cloud, all those stuffs, how signals move. Then from there, in 2024, we released our first prototype. And Abdul is the one who built the software. Then I was the one who built the firmware. And when you say firmware, is to make sure a dumb object can able to think or can able to communicate outside the range where it is. The first thing, it was about Bluetooth. Bluetooth is wireless, but the range is not that far. So from there, we said, okay, if I should able to have it in my phone, but it's only Bluetooth protocol, Bluetooth communication, then in that case, it does not make any sense, because I have to be in the farm to open the valve. So if you're supposed to be in the farm to open the valve, then it have no difference with the guy who is just going to open it mechanically. It's the only thing is like, it's make it easy to just click a button. Then we said that like we have to increase the protocol and use different stuff. That's where we went into cloud and able to communicate wirelessly. You can have your farm, have your application, and come on, even if you're in America, you can able to water your plants in Fonyi. Yeah.
Wow. And you think like, if you're given the resources required, this country can be irrigated with just a click of a button.
I'm telling you, let's say today, shortage of banana. Most of the bananas we consume here, we import it.
As if we don't have land.
Yeah, just go to the Matasiragunda, maybe around evening, you will see trucks loaded with bananas.
From Guinea.
Exactly. And in fact, when it comes to water and land, Gambia have enough of it. There's nowhere in the country where you're going to dig 70 meters without having water. So water resources is abundant.
You have the land.
The land is very fertile. So what is the problem? To scale it. Scaling is the problem. And that's where I take scaling as the variable y. And with scaling as a variable y, that variable, come on, I'm going to the domain of mathematics, that variable have its own sub variables, which is how to scale it and what it requires to scale something. We know that like if you have 1,000 bananas, 10,000 bananas, only one individual, you need maybe 100 staffs to run that farm. And in fact, like those staffs, if you have them, the problem we are facing is they will tell you that they want, let's say you are in America, you want to have that number of hectares of banana, but you don't have reliable workers. They will tell you that they water the bananas today and they are lying. You will not know. You just have to believe them because you are communicating with them through phone. So we say that like the owner should able to know what is in the farm, what is the things that is going on in the environment. So that's how we came up with sensors to able to send feedback to the microcontroller. When we say microcontroller, we are talking about computer, a small chip computer. That microcontroller is the brain. And the sensors, they are just like our 5 common senses. They read the environmental changes and feedback to the microcontroller. Then the microcontroller is connected to different API and different cloud servers, which can able to send data to the individual's phone. So the individual will able to know that, like, come on, whether these people water the plants, in fact, you don't need them to water it because we've already automated. But whether the garden, like the bananas are watered or not, you will able to know because you will see the sensor reading moving up. If the moisture level is down, you can see that it come up to what 20%, 10% in your phone. So that those industrial sensors and electronic device that what we integrate and able to what come up to solve this problem. We don't have to reinvent the wheel, but we can use what is already available to able to solve the problem that is related to us.